Hey, it's Dave Rowland. Wanted to talk today about consistency and just give a few ideas. I'm hopeful that you'll find this helpful. Been getting a lot of questions lately about consistency, and for me, I think it kind of comes down to two things: how you stay consistent and why you stay consistent. I think those things, again, I think this is really personal stuff, and I do think these things vary from person to person. But I thought I would interview Melissa today. Okay, you ready?
Hello.
So, real briefly, Melissa, how do you stay consistent? You are really consistent with your training and your nutrition. Quickly, how do you do that?
From a training perspective, I absolutely put the training time on my calendar. I block it out. I say these days I'm going to train and from here to here. Now that doesn't mean I absolutely do it from 5 to 6. I might do it from 5:30 to 6:30, but at least it's on my calendar. And I'm a list calendar kind of person, so if it's there, I'm doing it and checking it off, and it's feels like a great sense of accomplishment.
Do you go? Excuse me. Do you go into each week knowing in general how many days you're going to work out and what those work like? What are weight workouts and what's going to be a boot camp or
Yes.
whatever?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, on Fridays, I have on my calendar to schedule out certain activities that I want to make sure I get in for the next week. And my workouts are one. Now that golf season is coming up, I'm going to start scheduling some time for me to get my clubs in my hand, that kind of stuff.
Good. That's fantastic, and I'm schedule oriented also. How about your nutrition? Is that do you how do you stay on your how do you manage staying on your nutrition?
Well, that's it's taken time to really dial it in. But really, I know how good I feel when I'm eating correctly, when I'm staying nutritionally sound. And so, deviating from the foods that I know I can eat um, I know will have some consequences. So, I just really try to make sure I have all the right foods in the house. I don't bring in things that I know will tempt me that I shouldn't be eating. And I am consistent about eating things within the basically on time every day. So I do have an alarm system on my on my
Yes, you do.
phone, which is really more for me to make sure I take my supplements when I need to and get that glass of water in. So I do drink at least 100 ounces of water every day. But it also centers, that also reminds me to eat, or I start to feel hungry. I know when to eat. And we have food in the fridge and I cook it, those things that I like to eat and should be eating.
Now, on the supplement side, just for people that don't know, you are 2 years cancer free.
Yes.
So a lot of your extra supplements are really, I mean, there's really nothing weird. They're just kind of vitamins and minerals for the most
Correct.
part that your body is deficient or was deficient in because of chemo. And yes, Melissa does have a lot of alarms going off throughout the day. She uses her smartphone for that to remind you when to take your supplements.
Yes.
Okay, so that's kind of the how. How about the why? Why are you so consistent? Why are you so disciplined with this?
Well, number one, I have a great coach that lives in my house, but
Not really fair to everybody else.
no, it's not fair to everybody else. But knowing that I feel great when I'm consistent and disciplined. I think I look good. Um, I don't want to ever, I want to avoid going back to a cancer again. And I thought I was eating right and exercising and everything to avoid those kinds of major illnesses in my life. Um, and there's no guarantee that I can't get it again, but I'm going to try to keep my body in the condition that would make it much more difficult to get some kind of illness or disease. It's not fun being sick. I'm going to avoid that if I can.
So not wanting cancer again is a pretty big why.
It's a big why.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
I
big
mean,
why.
I mean, I have a similar one too. The last thing I want is a heart attack or stroke, and I don't want to put my family through that. So
Yeah.
there's a big reason. Anyway, for the record, I don't want you to have cancer again either.
Thank you. Well, the other thing is I don't think my children should not have a healthy mother, and my husband should not have a healthy wife. Those are critically important to me as
Yeah,
well.
your family.
My family.
We love you.
I love you.
We're heading into, where are we going?
The gym.
We're heading to this. We're sitting in the parking lot, heading to the gym. Speaking of which, hey, hope that helps. Would love to hear how and why you folks stay consistent and how you stay disciplined, and I really think that consistency and discipline leads to establishing healthy habits. And once it becomes habitual, easy peasy, no problem. Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye.